Three, two, one. Something, 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 something dark side. Hey everyone, welcome back to Nefarious Reels. I'm Turkish Star Wars, like the whole
and
franchise.
and I'm Nathan Price.
Actually, it's Steve Price.
They don't need to know my actual secret
Yeah.
identity.
But yes, we are a bad movie podcast. We talked about at least two of them. Just about really, and I had the retro pick, so we'll just start with me because stick to routine, never change, just stay the same forever. And I recommended 1982's Dunyan Kurteren Adams. I should have looked up how this is pronounced, aka The Man Who Saved the World, aka Turkish Star Wars, which is about these two soldier guys, Murat and Ali. They get like pulled onto this planet as they're fighting this evil wizard dude, and they're basically pulled there by the wizard so he can capture them and use their brains to figure out how to defeat like Earth's like super brain, big brain shield they have, which sounds like a joke, but I'm serious. It's a big brain shield, and pretty much they're trying to find a way to defeat the wizard while the wizard's trying to steal the magical MacGuffins to destroy the Earth, and also Star Wars, and also Indiana Jones. Cole, what did you think of The Man Who Saved the World?
Very goofy is like the first thing that comes to mind. It's honestly kind of hilarious how this movie is basically kind of half a movie, but then half just using footage of Star Wars. But yeah, they also really love the Indiana Jones theme.
Oh yeah, they use that thing like so much throughout the movie. Dun
I
dun 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 dun. Dun.
I even wrote on my notes, I'm like, all right, should I do a drinking game on how many times you hear that? And then I'm like, oh, wait, you'd probably die.
I don't know.
There's a good chance, but
I mean, you're from Wisconsin. You might survive. I would die.
yeah.
I would definitely die.
And then I kind of forgot I should have probably kept tally of how many times they did also say or use it. And then I was like, oh, it was like halfway through. I'm like, damn it, now I don't want to rewind back and try and count from there. So
There was one time when they used the other theme, the like that temple one, the
mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh shit, different music. Like it's not fucking saying much because they're just using a different theme from the Indiana Jones, but it's something. Yeah, they steal footage from Star Wars, mainly just the space scenes with like the Death Star, and also when they're like blowing up like the TIE fighters and all of that. Basically, all the space stuff,
Lots of the yes, more yeah, a lot of the space
which is
battles.
mainly cramped like mainly at the beginning because that's pretty much the only time they're ever actually in space.
Mm-hmm.
Because then after that, it's just all on like this planet or like a chunk of a
I
planet.
guess it's like it's very deserty, but I think it was also supposed to be Earth because they were talking about Earth during the movie. So
Like, didn't like a parts of Earth get like blown off of the planet or something during like that first war? I think with the wizard guy.
I think,
Like,
but
I think like that's what happened. Like, fucking Richthofen like swapped bodies with Sophia and took control of the zombies. So then they got tricked by Maxis. The remaining crew get tricked by Maxis to blow up the Earth with the nukes, and then there's the pieces of it. And now that's what happened in the movie, right? That's the lore breakdown. You got the reference right. That like I'm not Call of Duty Zombies.
mm-hmm.
Okay, I was just making sure you're really
I knew
quiet.
I knew when you mentioned it took a second to click, but then I just remembered you said Richtofen, so I was like, oh, right.
Yeah, fucking Call of Duty Zombies lore is fucking wild, man.
It's honestly crazy how much there is behind it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's coming back. It's coming back in Black Ops 6. I can't wait to not buy the game and not play it like I did with like most of the other ones. But yeah, there's a fucking loud ass car outside. I hope it's not getting picked up by the mic. Oh well, what
I
can you
think
do?
I'm hearing it.
Yeah, it's like, of course they fucking do it, put it right outside where I live and record. But, but yes, Turkish Star Wars. Like the rest of the film is on the fucking desert planet thing, which I think is a chunk of the Earth that people just happen to live on. And they're just like walking around, and then they get jumped by a bunch of skeletons on horseback, or like skeletal armor or something. I don't know. It's just goofy because a lot of this film is mainly them like poorly fighting. It's basically what I wanted in Abduction, pretty much. A bunch of poor fighting.
A lot of lame fighting.
It's like mainly a lot of jumping around, awkward kicking, and like throwing people off horses. Mainly just them throwing off people off horses. They didn't fight that much. It was just like, get off that fucking horse, you piece of shit. Yeah.
Fight me like a real man.
And then like after they take everyone down, it's like, you fight me like a real man, like face to face, not on horses. They yank them off. And then after they yank everyone off, they're like, okay, well, just kidding, guys. We're gonna steal your horses. Bye. So long, sucker.
But we're taking the two best ones because you had like six. We don't have six. We only have two people. So
We're evening the odds. You had 6 horses. Now we have horses. You don't have any. So now it's even ground.
Toodaloo.
See you later, guys. Yeah, but they get teleported to a fight club, or like to this like fighting battle rink thing by the wizard guy.
Yeah, some kind of arena by a cave.
Yeah, and then naturally, of course, because they're so fucking cool, they just kick ass there too. Murder the fuck out of those guys as well, and then they just escape pretty much, like pretty easily actually after another fight. Like I said, it's just fight scene. They talk a bit, fight, punch,
Exposition.
punch. Yeah, some exposition. Lore dump.
To make it feel like, oh yes, we do have a movie going actually.
The plot.
So
Don't worry, guys. Plot is happening. We swear, it's really happening. But first, you gotta fight a bunch of furries. You gotta fight all the fursonas.
you gotta fight. Yeah, you gotta destroy the furries
You have
before
to.
you can get to the next step in your quest.
You must fight the wizard and his army of furry OCs that he has. Well, yeah, they escape into a cave where they get the Lord dump. Like, there's this evil wizard guy. He's evil. He wants your brain. He wants the human willpower from the brain, so that way he can make a super giga Chad laser, so he can fucking destroy the big brain shield that the Earth constructed. Because apparently the wizard almost destroys all of humanity, but humanity's just like, yo, bro, let's make a fucking shield that's powered by the fucking human brain, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
And the wizard's like, ah, shit, that's way too big brain for me to destroy. I'm gonna have to figure out something else. And basically he just pulls in the 2 space pilot guys to try to get their brain power, I guess.
Well, it's obviously always about power, so.
Yeah, it's about the power. It's like he's like the Breaking Bad of the Turkish Star Wars universe. He wants the power.
Say my name.
I don't remember what the fuck the wizard's guy name was.
Oh,
He had
I thought you were just gonna say. I thought you were just gonna say Heisenberg.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I wasn't based enough
Okay.
to go straight reference. Say my name. The space Hitler. You're
The
goddamn
space
right.
guy. Yeah, it's space guy.
My mic almost fell. We're gonna have to.
Oh no.
That's gonna get edited out. Yeah, ironically though, they go looking around the cave, and that leads to the wizard guy summoning the fucking mummy dudes that just murder the fuck out of everyone hiding in the cave, or we're a bunch of people
Yeah, they
hiding in the cave.
slaughtered those innocent people.
Yeah, like super fucking fast. Like they're like, you're here to help us, and then half of them are now fucking dead. Like in the very next scene.
I kind of love that because it was. I mean, honestly, I know we talk about the furries, but you gotta admit the costume design was very funny. It just looked like they
Oh, it was
went
totally
to
charming.
yeah, how they went to like a Halloween store or something, and then just go, yeah, this'll do, and that, and then for the mummies, let's just get a bunch of toilet paper, wrap them around like that. Done.
Yeah, but boom, got it. Oh, also
Bing,
fun to
bang,
note.
boom, mwah.
I should be on. This is our first real blatantly foreign film. where like basically we have to watch it with subtitles. Like technically the Santa Claus was like the first one, but
Yeah,
that
but
one
that
had
was a
like an
dub.
English dub into it, so you can be tricked into it. Nah, this one is in Turkish. Like it's all in on that.
It's official.
It's like
We're
officially
finally
official.
branching out.
We have defeated the racism allegations because we've talked about one foreign film. We did it.
We did
We
it.
finally. It only took
We fucking
55
did it.
episodes and over 100 films to do it.
But it's done.
Yeah, we did it. We're pretty based. What can I say? But yeah, so they go there, they get murdered. They're like, okay, we're gonna leave. We're gonna figure things out. But first, we gotta go to the fucking Cantana bar in fucking what
The
fucking planet?
Cantina Bar.
Yeah, the Cantina bar. But what
That
fucking
was in the first
in
one.
Naboo, right? That's the planet.
Tatooine.
Fuck, god damn it! I'm a fake Star Wars fan. Fucking
Fake
revoke
fan.
me, banish
Exposed.
me to the fucking Diagon Alley or wherever the fuck to some other dark.
Diagonally.
Yeah, banish
Diagonally.
me to the diagonally.
Diagonally.
Diagonally throw me like a chess piece, fucking straight into checkmate, and fucking king me into oblivion. That's how chess works.
Exactly.
Yeah, they go there, they start a huge ass fucking fight with another furry with really long floppy nails. Before the wizard's just like, yo, bitches, just want to let you know I'm gonna capture you, or you have to come to me or something. I don't know. All I remember is the wizard captures them pretty much. The wizard guy's got a pretty cool mask, should be pointed out. I like that. It's pretty neat. Pretty nice costuming. That's where all the budget fucking went, is with the costuming for the wizard.
Would
And
not
they're
be
like,
surprised, honestly.
yo, dude, I got like my son. He's got all these like weird like furry costumes. We can just like use that for our movie guys. I don't think he'll mind.
He's a furry.
No, guys, he's not a furry. I swear. He supplies them to these parties. The fucking Jim Henson parties with all these guys in these big like puppet
Jim
costumes.
Henson.
Yeah, Turkish Jim Henson, where they make the Turkish Muppets.
Suspicious.
Suspicious. Oh, I love the wizard's weapon of choice are these fake ass shitty looking shurikens. Like my ultimate weapon, and hear me at my cardboard shurikens, and he fucking cuts people's heads off. Like he cuts those mummies' heads off because they didn't kill the Turkish space pilot guys. And then they're just like, oh, we got our heads chopped off. Oh no, what will they do? Oh
No. No.
no. Rest in peace, J. Merle Jones. Did we kill him? Did I kill him by recommending this?
I don't know.
I mean, like, I recommended a couple weeks back, and now he's like, he passed away. I mean, it's a little suspicious. You can't deny that.
Just a little, but I wouldn't put all the blame on you.
Yeah. I mean, I put something on Disney, too. Those motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, just put it on Disney.
Yeah, all on Disney. Fuck Disney. That's why we've only done one Disney movie, because we're not going to give them our attention, because they don't deserve it. That's how it is. But we should probably get back to talking about Turkish Star Wars. Excuse me. Ooh. I don't know. Turkish Star Wars is a little hard to talk about. It is mainly just fighting, exposition, more fighting. All that was missing was like a cool theme song. This needed the Death. Every fight scene should have had like the Death Stalker 2 theme. You know, go.
No, it had a theme song.
Yeah, it had the
Indiana
Star
Jones
Wars
theme.
stuff, but it needed a good fighting song. Like, it needed something to get me, like, really pumped up. Like, you can only play the Indiana Jones thing. You have to sparingly use the Indiana Jones thing. That's, like, the big triumphant music. But it's, like, it's used so much. It needed, like something that's, like, that makes you go, yeah, this is the music I want to see someone kick their ass in. Like, honestly, they should have used, like, the Star Wars music. Or use, like, the like, a different Indiana Jones. Like, you know, like, the dun 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 ba 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 ba. Burn, like that.
No, we'll just use the main one.
Just use the main one, honestly.
It's also kind of insane, especially because it was the 80s, so They might have gotten away with all like the copyright stuff, but if that happened today, you probably would see like a
Disney.
lawsuit, Disney lawsuit.
Disney be like, you fucking signed up for a free trial for Disney Plus. That means we can sue you for everything you own and steal all your organs. Because that's how it works.
And we kill you.
Yeah, and then we'll kill you. Steal all your organs, but we'll keep you alive during that because we contractually have to. And then we'll kill you. Then we'll pull the plug on you. Because, like, well, he signed the contract and we're done with the surgery, so let's just pull the plug on the guy. He's dead.
Yep. He did.
They steal your brain so that way they can fucking destroy. They can take your willpower and then destroy the fucking barrier, the big brain barrier in the earth, and fucking destroy it. That's in the contract too. They can just do that if they want. Turkish Star Wars is really about how Disney is evil and is going to destroy the earth, pretty much.
So, Disney's the bad guys?
I know, it's crazy. Turkish Star Wars really a masterpiece. And is about anti-consumerism and corporate greed. Oh my god, it all makes sense. The Immortal Wizard is actually about the deep pockets of corporations using their legacy to basically just rule over everyone. No
Crazy.
way. But yeah, they end up getting captured by the wizard, and they're just like tortured. They're first they're enticed by like, oh, if you give me the willpower, we can rule over the cosmos, and that'd be so fucking cool and epic, dude. And they're like, nah, let's not do that. And he's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna bury you in an inch of dirt, and then you're just gonna fucking die. And then they just get up. It's like, oh my god, they got out of the dirt. How is that possible? How do they get out of the dirt so easily? I can't comprehend it. It's impossible. They should have died. Like, I'm sure it's supposed to be implied that a lot of time has passed, but it's like we poured the dirt over them, and like a minute later they got up for it. It's like, how? They're impossible. How could they have survived such an ingenious method of torture? And it's like, bro, you put like 1 inch of dirt over them. Like, how were they not gonna get out of the fucking dirt? I mean, eventually one of them escapes, so the other one gets like left behind. And then we get our biggest dump. They talk about how I guess Islam is the superior religion in this movie. Because they're just like, Islam says of everything from here till doomsday. And then the heretics started killing the true believers. And like all this stuff. And I forgot to mention, but the sage guy, he kind of looks a bit like Rip Torn. Like, you kind of saw that, right?
I could see a little bit. I could definitely see a little bit. Not like overtly, but the like slight looks with like the beard and all that, and makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm glad you seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, apparently James Earl Jones has uncredited as the narrator of Scary Movie 4, apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, just a neat little thing. But he sets up the lore as like, okay, there's like a really cool fucking wooden cool sword, definitely not a piece of wood we cut into a lightning bolt. You gotta get that, and then pretty much that's how you're gonna kill the wizard guy. And I want you to take my mute daughter with you to do it. And he goes, he beats up the shit out of 2 guys, he gets the sword. Other guy shows up, he's just like, yo, what is up, my homie? Give me the sword and the fucking brain. Because I want the power to kill the wizard guy. He steals it from his friend, goes to the sage guy. Sage guy gets it. He's like, actually, I'm the wizard guy. I killed the sage, you fucking idiot. You're trapped here forever now. Thanks for the weapon, destroy the earth. Bye-bye.
Stupid.
Yeah, you're so fucking stupid, dude. You're pretty fucking
stupid.
You're pretty stupid. Let's beat the shit out of this guy.
What a loser.
Loser. But don't worry, that guy gets blown up too because he tries to leave. He's like, yo, bro, no, don't run over there. But he does, he gets blown up. And he's just like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. I'm melting down the sword. I'm melting down the brain into this molten goop. And I'm putting my hands in it. And now I'm going to avenge my bro. Because bro code says if my bro gets murdered, I got to avenge his death with my own killing. And then it's a race against time for our main character. I think it's Ali or whatever. Is it Ali the main guy, or is he the friend that gets killed? Is he the bro that gets murdered?
Ali is the friend that gets killed.
Okay, so yeah, Ali's the friend, and it's Murat, or however you say it. He's the one that goes after, and he kills all the furries. He chops
Are we
off, he
butchered
rips
it?
off their fucking heads like crazy.
Pretty cool.
I mean, that's not even the most epic fucking kill, though. The best kill is the one at the end when he fights the wizard. He kicks some rocks at him, but he successfully kills the wizard by cutting him in fucking half. And that's fucking epic, dude.
Pretty sick.
I should also note something that I also kind of like. I love the robot costume. That big ass fucking robot costume. You can clearly see the guy's head in it. That is so epic.
Oh, yes.
He's just like, my master wants to see them. My master wants to see them. My master wants to see them. The master wants to see you guys. Beep boop. I am a robot.
Awesome-o.
Yeah, I am Awesome-o. Engage gas.
Wait, robots don't fart.
Engage gas. And it stinks. Engaging smell. Wait a minute. There's Eric, it's you. Jeez. The Awesome-o episode's pretty good. I like that one. Pretty fun. He's just like, yes, and my movie it involves Adam Sandler. Eric Cartman was the know who probably enjoyed That's My Boy? Eric Cartman. With all its racism. Eric Cartman watching Adam Sandler, he's going, oh my god, it's literally me.
Yeah, a little bit. But then again, That's My Boy was like a movie made for kids getting out of middle school, like elementary into middle school. And, in middle school, that's when you're like, titties, ooh, hot. Girls, hot.
Yeah, racism,
teachers,
funny.
Racism, funny. Pedophilia, funny.
Ice Cube or Vanilla Ice. Ice Baby, cool.
Cool as
Lonely
ice.
Island, cool. She's fucking her brother. That's funny.
Oh yes, incest, funny.
Yeah, how can you forget that? That's like the big reveal at the end of the movie.
Father.
Father.
We're just so hot. Like, how can we not fuck each other?
Yeah, hashtag iconic, baby. Let's go.
Masterpiece.
Yeah, masterpiece. Let's see. But he splits them in half. And he's just like, okay, cool. Bitch, I'm leaving now. Bye. See you later, idiot.
Yeah, he flies out in like the Millennium Falcon because he's just like, I can.
Yeah, what can I say, guys?
Why not?
Pretty based.
Pretty fucking cool.
What else? Like I said, there's not really much you can say about Turkish Story. The most interesting about it is probably just the history of how, they made the film and they were like, okay, run to the movie theater and just secretly record Star Wars.
Yeah, rip footage of the original Star Wars and we'll just splice that in.
Yeah, so like everyone will have to see it. Like, oh my god, there's Star Wars? I love the Star Wars. I mean, I can also flex that, hey, I own the official Blu-ray. Like, apparently, someone bought, like, the only, like, 85mm scan of the film, which apparently isn't even a complete scan. So they have to take bits and pieces from other, like, random cuts to make it, like, a full cut. They bought it, did, like, a 2K scan of the movie, which got a theatrical release, and then got a limited Blu-ray release that you could only get during that entire month of October, which I picked up because I was a good boy. I was a smart boy. And that's how I own this movie on Blu-ray. And you can do your own drinking game of how many times the quality of the film, every time the quality cuts from each scene, and then we'd both be dead. I'd die first, and then you'd carry on my honor, and then die after the movie.
And then die after. I just hold off as long and then be like, yep, all right, here we go.
Oh, and there's a training montage. We forgot to mention that. That was also kind of silly. Like, they blew up rocks, and they tied him to his feet. It's a lot of, like, cutting and punching and blowing up rocks and tying rocks to their feet to jump around. Jump around!
Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump.
And that was pretty fun. And, yeah, I mean, a lot of charm does come from, like, the costumes. I think the costumes do kind of carry the movie.
The costumes are decent, especially for this kind of movie.
It's definitely charming. I do feel a little bad because it looks kind of hot out there, and you're wearing this whole full ass fucking fur suit.
Oh, I cannot
Like,
imagine them sweating in those.
imagine like I'm thinking like if they like pan the camera to like the left, you get a bunch of like unconscious and dead like actors who are like overheated and are just like dying or dead on the ground to the
Yeah.
side.
They're just
Guys,
like, oh god,
the,
we're gonna have to dunk water on this guy again.
and they're like dying. It's just like, okay, which one of these actors are paid and which ones are free? Give the water to the free ones, let the paid ones die, so we don't have to pay them anymore.
Exactly.
Like they're dying and they're like, okay, we can give you the water, but we need to renegotiate your contract. We think we're paying you a little too much here. So we think this is just the perfect time as you're like dying of like dehydration to renegotiate these kind of things.
It's only fair.
It's only fair. Oh, you don't want to renegotiate? Okay, have fun fucking dying. We definitely won't dump your body. We're gonna that cave that they rolled the rock over to block off the things. That's where they put all the bodies of the dead actors. So it's like, okay, dump them in there, close it. Oh, they left and they never came back. That's what. Okay, here's the story, guys. They went home and then they didn't come back, and that's the story we're gonna tell if the police question us. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. And I don't think I have much else left to say about Turkish Star Wars. It's not the most entertaining as I think people sell it as, but like.
It definitely does kind of drag a little bit at points, and sometimes I was just kind of like, okay, can we like get something going here? Can we actually have some sense of competence of like direction or story flow? But no, it just kind of keeps going and going, and I'm like, okay, I did want this a little bit to end.
I think the best way I'd compare it to like Jaws 3D, which is kind of the same thing. It just kind of meanders around, and then here's the conflict now. Conflict's kind of here. And they like kind of take its time, and it has that reputation. It doesn't necessarily live up to it, but it's still charming in its own way. It's kind of like that to me. I feel like ultimately I didn't have the most fun, as much fun as I was hoping, but I'm glad I finally got to watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely good with watching it finally for once and having that knocked off the bucket list of
watched it
bad
once,
movies.
Never have to watch it again unless someone wants to. But now it's done. Now we can watch the sequel, Turks in Space.
Wait, there's a squeakquel?
Yep, 2006's Turks in Space. Apparently, it's fucking terrible. So, it's on the table. It's on the table for a possible future recommendation. But if that's all we have to say about Turkish Star Wars, aka the man who saved the world, aka Dunye Kurteren Adam. Fucking, what sucks is like we just beat the racism allegations, and now I'm fucking butchering the native language.
Yeah, you're butchering it.
Okay, racist. You know what? We can take half. We'll take half of it. Okay, so let's just say, this is like us recommending it. Doesn't clear us of the racism allegations, but at least like it's like a counterpoint to an argument. That's basically what we're at now. I think I'm gonna stop saying it before like it's invalid. But yes, Cole, you had the minor recommendation, so you do that one.
Yes, I did. Yep, so this time around we went with 2011's Abduction, directed by John Singleton, and obviously starring everyone's favorite Taylor Lautner, Shark Boy, Jacob from Twilight, and he's, trying to get his first kick into being the actual leading guy in a movie. And here he stars as, at first, Nathan Harper. And, he's just a regular high school boy in Pittsburgh. He has a crush on Lily Collins.
He's just a sensitive guy who just wants to cry.
And he also is trying to hide that he's a wolf.
He's a furry.
I'm kind of kidding there. Yeah, he's also a furry. He had to get away from Forks, Washington, and then these two adults were like, "Hey, we'll adopt you. We'll make you our son." And he's like, "Okay."
He's like, "I guess. I mean, if you want."
But yeah, he then finds out that there is a little I guess you could say, conspiracy out against him, that he's, quote unquote, missing after there was a facial recognition scanning tool used on this missing kids website for their sociology project.
As one
And
naturally does.
of course, like some of the best age progression software you've ever seen. And, now he's on the run trying to figure out who actually he is and what lies have the Jedi Order told him. And yeah, he gets into with like the Russians, the CIA. And yeah, what did you think about this one in Jedi?
Well, I was having fun at like the beginning of the movie, but then like the main conflict started and it was like just a complete downward spiral. I kind of wish this was more of like a like if the whole movie was not devolve into cool action. We want to make Jacob from Twilight into like our cool action-esque hero movie guy, and they went more like the kissing booth route. I think I would have enjoyed this film a lot more because I was enjoying this whole, oh man, I'm like totally a high schooler, guys. I'm being so serious here. And then like things happen and whoa, crazy. I was having way more fun with that stuff instead of, whatever the fuck everything else was going on.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that part, but I was also going to point out it's also very funny that, I mean, I mentioned this in my review as well, but I mean, no one was really abducted.
Yeah, there's
You could
no
say
abductions. Like, yeah, I know the
so.
story's
This
technically
movie's
is
already
based
false
around
advertising.
the abduction. That's like the thing that sets them off, but there's no real abducting.
Yeah, no one gets like abducted for a ransom or something. So
The only thing that got abducted was our time that we're never gonna get
maybe
back now.
that's what they meant by it.
That's fucking deep, bro. Holy shit.
106 minutes of your life have been abducted by watching this movie.
I mean, I was fine with the first 15, 20 minutes, but then it was all downhill from there. Sigh. How to waste time.
Okay, now, all right, probably
but
get into the
yeah, let's get into
movie
the
run
movie.
through.
Yeah, let's just get a good feel of
Yes.
this.
Yeah, so this masterpiece starts off with Taylor and his two best friends riding off to a party. Taylor's on the hood of the truck like any normal person would do,
As one does.
especially driving on the highway. Very safe, very smart. And yeah, he has, obviously, like teenagers do, he has fun, he gets drunk. He then wakes up with a hangover, picking up garbage shirtless, and then his dad picks him up. And then on that hangover, and then his dad's like, "Hey, fight me, son." And
Son,
Taylor's like, "Hey, I
fine,
had
I
to hide my
guess.
identity about being a wolf. I'm done fighting."
I want you. Fight me, son. Bite me. Go out. Woo! Howl at the moonlight. Dad, it's the middle of the day. God.
It's 11:30 in the morning.
Who cares? You can still
What are you
technically see
talking
the moon in
about?
the sky. You can still do it. Do it. Go. Ow. 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 And then he's like, oh, you guys.
Oh, my boys.
She's just like, do it. Fucking kill him. Fucking kill him.
Fight. Yeah, then she starts throwing money in the ring on the fight.
Oh, wait, no, I forgot to mention, because when he's at the party, that one guy bumps into him. And then, like, he's like, move out of the way. He's like, you bumped into me. And then when he rushed over, like, after walking away a bit, like, the guy rushed back. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna fucking kiss. Like, my brain instantly went like, oh my god, they're about to kiss. There's gonna be a gay kiss in the movie. But then they didn't. It was like, oh, boo, homophobic. This movie's homophobic. Homophobia in my movie happens more likely than you think.
Barf. I'm gonna vomit with all the homophobia.
There wasn't any homophobia in Turkish Star Wars. It was just the bros being bros.
Guys being dudes.
Yeah, the perfectly fine movie. But this film, they didn't give the kiss. So you know what? I'm gonna have to disqualify Abduction. Also, for some reason, I kept thinking this film was called Absolution. Like even when
Absolution.
Yeah, Absolution. which is there's three films of note called Absolution. There's a 1978 film that I saw. It was actually pretty good. It's like a 7 out of 10. I
Okay.
recommend checking that out. It's also a fucking David DeCaro movie, which was made and released the same year I was born. So I don't know, might have to recommend that around my birthday or something. Slap that in the
Hmm.
old watch list. I don't know if I can get my hands on a fucking disc. Oh, it's only fucking $10. Maybe. No, I'm gonna sit on that. Currently looking through a Friday the 13th flash sale. I'm debating buying something from that. I don't know. Which one sounds better to you? The 4K of Rawhead Rex or buying Parasite 3D on Blu-ray, which is directed by Charles Band?
Oh, the first one. After you said Charles Band, I'm
You
like,
fucking
oh,
blacked out. You had like PTSD flashbacks.
PTSD flashbacks and just night terrors.
You're like in the scene of bring it. You're in like in an elevator, and then you just start having a whole panic attack.
The 1,000 yard stare.
What were we talking about again?
The party, abduction.
All right, the party. Yeah.
And
No gay
then
kiss. Oh yeah. Oh, and one other interesting film of note is Absolution. It's also a film in 2015 starring Steven Seagal, who we technically haven't talked about a Steven Seagal movie yet, so we might want to figure that out at some point.
we might have to.
Like we're gonna have to make a list of like kind of like film staples we kind of gotta cover. Like here are the genres we haven't covered yet. Here's some like actors, like actresses that we haven't covered yet. Here's some directors that we should probably talk about at some point. You know, we got some. There's always ground to cover for us. It never ends. But we should get back to
Yes.
not Absolution, Abduction.
Abduction. So yeah, now we're into. So it's oh yeah, it's after the party, and then Taylor's dad beats up Taylor, and then he goes to therapy with Ripley as his psychiatrist therapist. She said psychiatrist, but yeah.
Well, she's not like
So yeah,
every psychiatrist.
yeah, and he's talking about this one dream he always has where someone, is getting abducted or killed, but he can't do anything. And then once that happens, he always just wakes up and that's the end. And then Ripley's like, "We're doing better, and you're not going to juvie, so." And you've also not turned into a wolf at any time, Taylor. Good job.
Yeah. Also, I keep having this like same dream about like I'm like in a thing, and this woman gets like beat up by some dude in a gas mask, and he's just like, "Oh,
And
that's
I'm like
a
hiding
weird
under
thing."
a bed.
No, he doesn't know he's hiding under a bed at that point. No, that's
I'm a fake fan.
that's a big fucking yeah. Get the fuck out of here. I can't believe you recommend something you weren't a fan of. Ban this guy.
Unbelievable. I can't believe I. But I mean, then yeah, after that, Taylor goes to school, has a wrestling match in the day, which was weird.
I assumed it was like middle of the like post school hours. I was guessing.
It might have been, but then they went to like class right after. So that was weird. So that was like a weird sequence of events. Like it goes to, yeah, a high school wrestling match, but then they're in their sociology class where, their professor's like, "Hey, you got a 10-page paper to do, but I am going to assign you a partner.
Ooh.
So you have to carry the load with them." And of course, Taylor gets partnered up with Lily Collins. Oh, excuse me. And they are doing their project, and and I guess they're like childhood friends from growing up, but we didn't really get a sense of that too much, other than they look at each other going, "Hey, hey," and that's the deepest conversation they had before all the movie.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the whole thing. They're like, "Oh, we know each other because we've lived next to each other for years."
We're across the street neighbors.
And he has a crush on her. Ooh. Which is kind of weird. Like, why couldn't it just been like, oh, we know each other, and then you happen to be here when this all goes down during studying. Why does she have to live across the street from him?
I don't know, because it adds character. It's an odd setup and kind of cliched with how they make them go, "Oh yeah, now they're important to this story."
Yeah,
But
it's
they're
weird
just
because she like adds like practically next to nothing to the film. She's just there for the sake of a
Yeah,
love
she's just
interest.
there to be like the love interest and give Taylor, I guess, some kind of conflict, to be like, oh, Taylor, if you don't do this, then you're gonna get her killed, I guess.
You're gonna get all beat up and it's gonna suck.
You're not gonna be able to get boners anymore. They're gonna hold your boners for ransom.
But overall,
But
the father gets killed, the mother gets killed, and it's
yep,
like,
home
what's
invasion
happening
after.
here? And it's just like, oh, I don't
Oh,
know, but there's a bomb in the oven.
oh yeah, there's a bomb in the oven. Not an allegory for anything, just a literal bomb in the oven.
It would have been.
Which we kind of skipped a little bit because what happened is, Lily comes over, they're doing research for their project, and then, they're looking at pictures of missing kids, and they're like, oh, this
They're
looks like
missing
Lady Gaga, and
losers.
this one looks like you. And then the funniest age progression software reveal with this like PS2 graphic renderation of Taylor. So funny. He's like, how could that be me? And are my parents gonna kill me for finding out that I'm actually missing? This is gonna change everything.
Yeah, he's just like, are you really my mom? And it's like, it's complicated. It's like
It's complicated, but tell me now.
I like how he doesn't like do this first to talk to them and figure it out. He like instantly like calls like the number that basically sets off this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, it sets up the entire movie, which is also hilarious once we get to that point and that's how they track Taylor down.
It reminds
But
you, it's
yeah,
like, hey, somebody found someone. The government actually found someone they're looking for. Yeah, baby, yeah. Like in the Simpsons movie.
but yeah, and then that happens, home invasion, bomb in the oven, and they leave. Taylor takes Lily to the hospital because I guess she got she got bruises from falling in the pool and the
She was
ricochet
like,
of
oh,
all the
owie,
material
owie, oh, I
debris.
got hurt. I have little bruises on me. How do you even treat a fucking bruise?
I don't know. That was also
Maybe
weird.
they,
Like, I don't know.
maybe they just put a band-aid on it and they kiss it better. Oh no, you have a
And they
little owie. We must put a band-aid and we must kiss it better, or else it will get infected and you will die.
and then Taylor, is calling from he's calling it like a payphone from the hospital saying 911. My parents were killed.
My parents are
And then
dead, and I think the people who are after me are trying to kill me.
Dr. Octopus shows up going,
Peter,
"Hey
it's
Nathan,
me.
how's it going?" Wait, you're not Peter Parker.
I didn't realize that was Doc Ock, but now that you say it, it
It
feels really
is.
obvious, and I feel really dumb now.
But yeah, now obviously they're on the run because stuff, and then Ripley comes back with balloons. They try to get away. They try to get away scot free. And one of the best lines in the movie: "I hate balloons. I hate balloons." And then obviously they're driving away, and then Ripley's like giving all this background about who actually knew Nathan's real identity, and that his parents he thought aren't actually his real parents. And now they're going to Virginia, and you got to remember this address. I said once, not going to repeat it again, but
Well, first
memorize
she's
it.
just like, also, I'm gonna fucking jump out of my fucking moving vehicle, roll
Yeah,
down the
jump out
fucking
of this
hill.
moving vehicle from the corner.
You need to
Once
go
we hit a
alone.
roundabout, or once we hit the corner, then boom.
He's like, you need to go alone. Jacob is like, no, I'm not gonna go alone. And then he transforms to wolf and has the girl like jump onto his back as he fucking wolves run out of there. And then the whole movie is just running away, and they're just like, we gotta go to this address. Okay, we're here. Oh, we got called. We gotta leave. Oh, let's go to the gravesite. Let's follow this address to this place. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We're getting jumped by fucking the government guys again. Oh shit, no, we gotta run away. Oh, we're on a train. Oh, this, oh, that. Did they even get to the. I know I'm jumping ahead again, but you know that guy, what was his name? Like Perry or whatever, that they're like, we gotta go to his place and he'll help us out. Did that even fucking happen? I don't think it did.
Um, like the friend's house.
Yeah, remember when it was basically where they're just like, because Sigourney Weaver tells them, okay, these are the people you
Yep.
can trust, these are the only people. And then when they go to the gravesite and there's the flowers and they figure out it was sent by
Oh
that one
yes, yeah.
guy, and it was
No,
like,
they never got there because they were gonna. It was like in Omaha, but then they got back into Pittsburgh, and once they, the Amtrak, and they were, and then we got to see Taylor and Lily swap spit, making out really hot, some butt squeezing, and then that one guy kept following them, and you know Taylor beat the shit out of him, and then he gotta stop saying okay, but yeah, so that fight happens with Taylor and the guy with the glasses, and then he throws him out of the moving Amtrak train, and then he dabs, and then they had to stop it because yeah, the train guys saw the body fly out. They're like, oh, we gotta stop, and then Taylor and Lily again go, we gotta run,
oh yeah, and the
and then
fake
Doc Ock's like,
fucking glass breaking effect that they
yep,
had looks like fucking shit.
mm-hmm.
And
And then
here's
Doc
father, you
Ock's
gotta
like,
fight.
you
You
must
gotta.
be hungry.
Let's go get some milkshake and burgers.
Yeah, burger and a milkshake.
Because I guess they couldn't just eat from like the fucking dining car at all.
Well, Lily was, but then that guy took her and then almost threatened to like break her fingers.
Like, wait a minute. Then why the fuck was Lily eating so much fucking of that hamburger though? She was eating it like she hadn't eaten anything. If she was eating it at the fucking dining car.
She didn't eat in the dining car.
You
She was
just
gonna
said
bring
she
the
was.
food
You
back.
just said that she
No,
was
I
eating.
said no. No, I said that she went to go get food, and then the guy with the glasses like tackled her to the ground and then threatened to break her fingers before Taylor had to sneak by and then beat the shit out of him because Taylor's that cool of a dude. Yeah, and then they tend to Lily's bruises while Doc Ock starts telling Taylor more about what's going on and what's his actual name, which is Stephen Price, but they keep calling him Nathan though.
What's my
But
name?
yeah,
It's Nathan. It's Steve. No, Steve's your middle name. Your dad wanted you to be Steven, but your mom was like, no, that's a stupid fucking name. We're calling him
that's a
Nathan.
lame ass name.
You dumb bitch. I want a divorce. But your dad managed to save it somehow. That crazy son of a bitch. Yeah, but basically it's just like Mr. Victor Reznov. Fucking, well, no, not Victor Reznov. He was a cool guy. He was pretty cool. Minus the
Vladimir
brainwashing.
Makarov.
Yeah, Vladimir Makarov. He wants the names on this cell phone.
Yeah, he. Oh, right. Yes, there was that because it was like that phone contains information of like agents who traded state secrets, and Alfred Molina, spoiler alert, turns out to be on them.
Yeah.
But Russian British guy wants it, or he's gonna kill every single friend that Nathan has on Facebook.
Be real, dude. You just want it because your name's on the list. Huh? What? No.
What?
No, it's not.
No.
Stupid, dumb idiot.
I've never heard more bullshit in my life.
Definitely did not sell secrets to get super rare metals to build a fucking sun in my basement.
Yeah,
With
totally not.
With my
Did not mean
octopus
to.
hands.
Yeah, totally didn't use that to fund my next project of harnessing the sun and getting my wife back.
Definitely not doing that. No,
That's
ignore the
crazy.
giant metal octopus arms sprouting on my back right now. This is unrelated. What octopus metal octopus arms? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, but Makarov finds them, basically kills everyone, and except for Doc Ock and Jacob, who Jacob basically just instantly like flees. He's like, yeah, fuck this. I'm going to a baseball game. Because that's like he gets a call from his dad. He meets up with Vlad Makarov at the fucking Pirates baseball game. But
Yep.
what are your thoughts? You like baseball. What are your thoughts on the
Mm-hmm.
Pirates?
Eh, they're not a great team, but their ballpark is pretty damn good.
Like you would
It's
shoot a movie
very
there.
nice to look. It's very nice to be at and look at.
You should go to their thing and try to find the specific seat that Jacob sits in, but he stores the gun in, and like you could be like, I'm in the seat where they shot Abduction.
I would honestly, I would actually love to try and find those seats to
Like
look at the exact row and seat number
they just figure it out, and
so
it's
they
just like
can talk about business, I guess.
you and me. We're gonna our first official meetup's gonna be at a Pirates game, specifically with the seats.
Yes. Love it.
I would say the line is just like, oh yeah, I don't understand the sport, but I love the popcorn, but I love popcorn. That would be me because I do not care for sports at all.
Well,
But
and then also the best part about it is how the seats you can see definitely rise. Like you got to push the seat down to sit.
yeah,
You're also always makes you wonder how did he get that gun there without anyone noticing?
it was in his butt.
But he had it taped.
It was taped in his butt. The tape was also in his butt.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Look, man, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe the tape was already there to begin with. Someone was just like, I think I should put some tape under this seat. Maybe someone taped the seat down, and that's why the tape was already there. So it was just convenient.
Yeah, because I guess Taylor thought the best idea was to shoot this guy in public.
He
Like
didn't
that's
even
such a
do
good
that.
idea. But no, he didn't do that after he found out that, he was the one who killed his real mom. And that whole sequence of the dream where he sees this lady getting choked up by a guy in a gas mask, that was him in the gas mask, and his mom was getting murdered. Oh yes, so they go back to, do business, they talk business, and then there's the where he's talking about killing his actual mom, which is just like his dream that he keeps having at night. And then, as regular 3-year-olds do, he knows how to use that. He knows how to keep quiet and not make a lot of noise, so he didn't know that he was there. And that was to his demise because British Russian man was like, I should have checked under the bed.
It was too scary, though. I thought there was just maybe he did make noise. And it's like, oh, there's a monster under the bed. I can't look under that. Too scary.
Too scary.
Too scary. I gotta get out of here.
He's the actual child.
Yeah, I was only 9 years old when I killed your mom, Jacob.
And now I'm older.
Now I'm older and wiser, and I
now
love
I know
popcorn.
to check under the beds.
Now I know there are no monsters under the bed, and I can kill whatever I want.
Even children.
Even children. I don't kill men, Jacob. Only women and children.
They're like animals. So I slaughter them like animals. I hate them.
It's called mankind, Jacob, not womankind. So I killed a woman. But yeah, he runs up, but then Jacob just runs away, and there's a whole chase because Jacob's trying to lead him outside to get fucking blasted by Jacob's dad.
By his dad, who, he just learned about.
Wait, I'm not even sure. Do we even get to see Jacob's dad or no?
They kind of show him, but not really at the same time. It's kind of more of a, if they showed his actual face, it was just kind of covered by like all the people walking past, so it makes it even more
mysterious for the sequel.
Mysterious. Yeah, the squeakquel.
Abduction 2.
The
Taken.
Boogaloo.
Toucan. That's what it's called.
The better Taken 2.
Yeah, Toucan.
Tuppen.
Yeah, it's pronounced Toucan, but it's TWO.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Makarov gets shot. He gets shot into a cable that wraps around his neck, breaks the glass ceiling, and then Hillary Clinton wins the presidency as he dies, which is how it works naturally.
Of course. And, Taylor was also running on probably a broken ankle.
Yeah. Oh, owie. Oh, my ankle. Where's that woman that...
like right away.
He's just
Got
like,
broken
oh,
bone.
where's that
Nothing.
fucking
It's
woman
feeling
that
lot
put a
better.
band-aid and kissed Lily's boo-boos earlier? I need that bitch here now.
Yeah, can we tend to his bruises?
Oh, my ankle. Oh, I bruised it. Ooh, owie, ow. I bruised my
Oh.
ankle. I fell 100 feet and I bruised my ankle. Ow. But it's a good end. Makarov's dead. Doc Ock gets arrested for building the fucking sun in his basement and also for giving away government secrets, I guess. And then Sigourney Weaver shows up. He's like, hey, Jacob, you're not a furry. And you should bang that girl you had a crush on this whole movie.
Yeah, you should have that girl get deep in that pussy.
With your
Get that little
massive wolf
sussy.
cock. He's like, thanks, Sigourney Weaver. And then, yeah, movie ends.
Yeah, the movie, yeah, just kind of ends there and boom.
Best character was the black friend because he said all the funny lines. Oh,
If you need like cash or anything,
or
we're
like a
good.
fake ID. Who can forget
Yeah,
the
he sold
iconic
all these fake
line
IDs like
when
a G.
Jacob sees him? He's like, whoa, did you join a militia group? He's like, no, man, I just shoot guns on the weekend to let off steam because I'm a virgin. And it's like, whoa, school shooter alert. This is the fucking prequel
It's a
to Run,
PSA,
Fight, Hide.
guys.
What is it? Run, Hide, Fight? This is like the setup to that movie, pretty much, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Abduction's the prequel to that. Masterpiece. And yeah, favorite best character in the movie for me because he's consistently funny and just shows up to make a cool. It's like, dude, I took my neighbor's car. You could tell by the way it smells. And it's like, yo, bro, that's so fucking funny. Holy shit.
Whoa, sick.
Yeah.
And then why did you take my cash, man?
Yeah, icon. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about Abduction. They were abducted. Except not really.
Yeah, not really abducted in a movie where there's supposed to be at least an abduction, but it doesn't happen. So, very unfortunate.
Yep. But yeah, if that's all that we have to say about those two movies. Then it's time for us to move on to picking which one is the titular better of the two. Cole, which of these two films do you think is better? Betterer.
Yeah, this is. I don't know. I kind of found this a little tough because both of them are, to me, were funny and just hilarious. But I know I gave it a lower rating, but I'm gonna say Abduction.
All right. I mean, for me, Abduction hits a higher high of entertainment than Turkish Star Wars. But the problem is that's all in like the beginning, like 15, 20 minutes. And then the rest of it, the remaining hour 20 I got is like such a slog for me. That Turkish Star Wars is like not nearly as entertaining as those first 20 minutes of Abduction, but it's like a consistent through line throughout. So I'm actually going to give it to Turkish Star Wars or
That's
The Man
fair.
Who Saved the World, pretty much. So it's a tie. It's been a couple episodes since then. You had a hot streak, but you lost it, unfortunately. Is this the turnaround? Am I gonna get a win? Is it time to return for Ninja Jedi's reign in these next upcoming episodes? Only time will tell. We won't know. But with that, now we can officially move on to questions. Remember, if you have questions, you gotta ask them. We actually have 3 questions. First one is from Robert, which is, what film shot would you use as a gorgeous desktop background? I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna sound like a joke, but honestly, I think because I still have the screenshot on my computer actually, but I would take the scene from 1313 Giant Killer Bees where the dude opens the curtain and there's just a giant killer bee there. I'd have that as my desktop background because it's probably the funniest screenshot in that whole movie, or at least it's up there. I used it for the thumbnail of that video after all.
Yeah, you did.
In fact, why the hell not? Maybe I should just make it my background right now. I'll let you think of one while I do that, actually. Because, because I'm so based.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if like exact shots, but we obviously know a couple of us. We were watching Barry Lyndon like a weekish ago, and there was a lot of frames throughout the shot composition and cinematography that were just beautiful to look at. And there's like one out in a field. I'm gonna see if I could find it. Ooh, that's a great. Yeah, maybe I'll put. Maybe I'll send you a. Maybe I'll share a couple of the frames of Barry Lyndon that
Well,
would.
I have seen the movie, but it would be neat to see like which ones you specifically would be looking out for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Unfortunately, I think I might have deleted the picture off my computer, so I'd have to screenshot it again.
No.
Oh well.
But of course, again, you would pick David Ducato.
Well, yeah, that's irrelevant. I think it's a funny
Yeah,
screenshot. It's like pretty good.
there. I sent you some of the Barry Lyndon frames that I was very intrigued with, and
What, you didn't do the one where the
probably
the
some of my
guy is
favorite.
throwing up? That iconic scene?
No.
Damn, F.
F in the chat.
If I had to do a more like serious movie, I guess the easy and maybe an easy out, but maybe the Lion King one, like when they're like the animated version, the 2D animated version one. I have to
No, you're
specify
not the live action.
not live action, CG animated. The 2D animated one, maybe not the Pride Rock one, that opening shot, but maybe I think the Sunrise
Dude, Pride
one.
Rock.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. But I'll probably do the opening scene with the sun coming up. That one's pretty, I think, actually really good.
that is a great one.
Another kind of crummy movie one, but I think maybe the shot of Ripley doing the cross, as she's falling into the fucking
An
lava,
alien cubed.
the Jesus.
It's honestly kind of like the best part of that movie, really.
I know a lot of people like to dunk on it, but I think that's actually kind of a pretty cool shot. I
It's
wouldn't
a
mind having that.
it's a cool shot to end a super mid movie.
Yeah. If I probably maybe one more. Do you have any other movie S shots you like?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
I'm trying to think of one just off the top of my head. Like I don't want to like look up one specifically. Wait a minute. Technically, I already said three. I don't have to do any more. I'm in the clear.
I'm gonna see if I have any saved on my phone, so I don't have to just put movies in that I really like, and then just put a and then just go frame. Hmm.
What you should say is you should do the eraser head shot with the fucking alien baby's big ass head coming at him.
That would be quite a good one. Oh yes, this. Okay, here's another one. Uh, Saw 3D when John Kramer's got the backwards cap on.
Oh yeah, very epic. What are you talking about? That's just your normal average like 20-year-old who
How
skateboards.
you doing, fellow kids? Give us the later skater cut.
Yeah, that's gonna be in the next movie. That's why it's taking so long because they have to teach John Kramer how to skateboard.
Got it. Makes honestly makes perfect sense.
I don't know. If you're good, we can move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is from Jules. This will probably be a short one, but he's like, could you remake the title of your favorite film as like a clickbait YouTube video? And he
Oh
gives an
God.
example using Collateral, which is this passenger was insane. And a hitman? Crazy ending. Hashtag Ubervlog. Hashtag 7. I will do two. One for a film I love, and then also a bad film that I love.
Okay.
It seems fairly fair to do one on each end of the spectrum here.
Very fair.
At this moment, my favorite film of all time is Mommy, so maybe it's just like I don't know. It's a little hard when you're like on the spot trying to think of something.
Hmm.
What two films are you gonna do for it?
I had to think of the second, but one I was gonna do right away. Obviously, Under the Skin. which is, yeah, I would say my all-time favorite movie.
Okay, actually, don't say what your second one is. Maybe we can try to do like a guessing game for that. Like, it'd probably be more fun if we
Ooh.
just thought of it and then we try to guess what movies we were talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should have done that. Okay, but already, like, I kind of think I have one for Under the Skin. Yeah, yeah, because it's got to be a clickbait title, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Ooh, yeah. Trying to think about this on the spot. That's a little. Hmm.
like this stepsister thinks that there's something wrong with her stepbrother. You won't believe what happens next.
Scarlett. Oh, here was one. Scarlett Johansson in Scotland, and then epic pog face.
Whoa.
You won't believe where she takes me.
Scarlett Johansson picking up men off the street? But for mommy, her son had mental problems. You won't believe what she's done to him. That's the best I got for both of them. You can probably guess what my second movie was. It's kind of obvious.
Oh shit. My stepbrother's a vampire.
Yeah, naturally, iconic movie. Let me know when you think of your second one, and then I'll hazard a guess.
Just trying to take a look quickly, see if I have any
Like,
just ironic 10 out of 10s.
you're already putting in more effort than a clickbait title. People making the clickbait titles.
Well, yeah, you got to make it good somehow. I don't know. I actually want to try and put effort in this and not just wing it. Now, even looking at some of these titles, I'm like, how do you? Oh God,
Oh, you figured it out?
I just got one. It's not going to be like a favorite guilty pleasure, but I just saw the poster and I'm like, oh no. You might get this, but let's see. Me and my friend vacationing in Europe, and we meet this doctor.
Hostile.
Close in that same spectrum.
Human Centipede.
Yes.
God, it took me my second guess, but I got it. Pretty fucking epic. Me and my friend met this doctor. Now we're closer than ever.
And we got a Japanese guy with us.
We're now we're closer than ever and made some new foreign friends.
Along the way.
Because that's what the Human Centipede is about. It's about the friends we made along the way.
Exactly. It's about the friends we made along the way.
All right, now we're going to move on to our last question from Marius, which is, what's a piece of media that you like despite not fully understanding?
Evangelion.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I knew you were going to say that. For 5 minutes, can you not talk about Evangelion for 5 minutes?
I'll think of another one.
The first thing that comes to mind, which is a film I actually mentioned earlier, is actually like Eraserhead. Like,
Honestly, you could say anything David Lynch. Honestly, if we're talking David Lynch, I'll throw in Mulholland Drive as well.
Mulholland Drive, just fucking what? It's I keep thinking, what's the other film he has that like, it has Gary Busey in it. I can't think of the name.
Oh fuck!
It had a 4K release on Criterion. Like it's not Drive. I don't know why I have Drive on the mind. I think you said Mulholland Drive, and now it's fucking me up.
And we're still talking David Lynch. You got Blue Velvet, Inland Empire.
No, not those two.
Blue
Blue Velvet's actually shockingly straightforward as a movie.
Elephant Man.
Elephant Man's great.
Yeah, I need to catch up on David Lynch.
There's like, God damn it! I typed in David, and it instantly went to David Ducato. Let's see, Lost Highway. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah, but Eraserhead was kind of like, it wasn't my first. It was my second. No, it might have been my third. David Lynch. It was an early David Lynch one. I remember watching Eraserhead for Sardonicast, and I had so many mixed feelings. Like, I fucking hated it, but I also loved it. But I had no idea what it was trying to explain to me. Also, I watched it with my mom, and my mom fucking hated it.
Oh, that.
Which made it extra shocking when I watched Elephant Man. I was like, oh no, this is a David Lynch movie. She's not going to like it. She's like, oh yeah, The Elephant Man. That's one of my favorite movies. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
So, in a sense, David Lynch really is a director that covers like everyone. You got like the weirdo shit with Eraserhead. You got like the touching story of The Elephant Man. Then you got your like weirdo shit with like Twin Peaks. Then you got whoever the fuck likes Dune. You got them covered. I need to watch
Oh, his
David
Dune. Yeah,
Lynch's
his
Dune.
Dune is a little.
I should watch David Lynch's Dune. I own it on 4K. I have like no
It's
excuse.
been a while since I've seen that one.
You should watch it and then realize how it's way better than that fucking hack Dennis Vanilla New
Yeah,
Wave guy.
no.
I think that's like the main thing. I think a lot of other films, even if I'm confused, I think I get it for the most part. How about you, other
Hmm.
than Evangelion?
Well, yeah, I did throw in Mulholland Drive, but let's go something else.
Yeah, I mean, I should probably think something else. So people don't think we copped out by just saying David Lynch movies. This one's gonna be a little sound a little out of field, but I think a piece of me that I like that I don't fully get is Five Nights at Freddy's, because that shit's gotten convoluted fucking fast. Like, it used to be just be here's the lore of the games, and now there's like fucking books, and there's like spin-off games that are technically connected to the lore, like a whole fucking thing, and I don't fucking get it. Like, you watch like fucking like lore videos for FNAF, and they're just like, if you flip to page like 9 in the story of this, that, and the other thing, whoop de fucking do. And there's probably lore in the fucking cookbook that they have, I bet, which I have in my hand right now. There's probably fucking like hidden
There's a
secret lore in this.
cookbook.
The Five Nights at Freddy's cookbook, it does. It's a nice
Oh
hard
my
cover.
god.
I'm gonna knock on it in front of my microphone. There it is. That's my Five Nights at Freddy's cookbook. You know, for the lore, naturally.
Of course, the lore.
And I guess I can also throw in COD Zombies too. That can be kind of weird. That whole connection with like multiverses shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, bro, you dig on multiverse theory?
You dig on multiverses?
Yeah, pretty much. You figured out your next one?
Ooh. I mean, it's been like forever, I would say, since I've seen this, but Blade Runner, the original. I know it's like I know that movie's been very tricky to watch and interpret, and I mean, there's so many things you could talk about it, but
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say about it, because apparently if you complain about the plot or something, people go like, the plot isn't important. It's about the visuals and this and that and like the world building. It's like, bro, like, you know, sometimes that can only carry you so far, man. Like yeah, Avatar is a beautiful fucking movie, but if the story sucks dick, it's gonna fucking drag down the fucking movie for me, okay? That's just how it is. Granted, Blade Runner is still a good movie. It's like, I don't know,
Blade Runner is really
I
good.
didn't enjoy it as much as a lot of other people. But once you rewatch Blade Runner, then you should go watch Trancers, because it's also pretty good.
Maybe I will.
Trancers is just basically a ripoff Blade Runner, but it's still, I think, pretty fun for what it is. Like, he kills a fucking mall Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what else do you really need?
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, just don't look up the director, because then you'll just die. But, are you good with that? Think you're good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, with that, that's all our questions. So now we can move on to recommendations. And since I had the retro pick last time, Cole, it is your turn to do the retro pick.
Yes. Fuck, I had it in mind, but now I just can't remember what the name was. Shit.
So yeah, see, that's why when you figure it out, you look it up on like Letterboxd and have that just tab open. That's what I
should
do.
have kept that open. Fuck. Oh no! Now I remember what it was. There we go. I did have it saved on my search. Damn it. Yep. No, I did have. I was searching it up and just making sure that I could find a copy. And yes, so we're going back to the '90s to hopefully repay for the torture that was It's Pat. Because I think that was the last '90s movie I had selected
Okay,
or
so
recommended.
this is your redemption, is what you're saying.
Yeah, a redemption, if that's what you want to call it, to something, something more watchable and fun. Oh no, Ed was my last one, actually.
Oh, well. All right, show's over. Canceled.
Damn it. But okay, honestly, that kind of ties in with Ed a little more because it is a movie with an animal in it.
Oh boy.
And we're going 1993's Carnosaur.
Oh, Carnosaur. That's Roger Corman Productions, I believe.
Yes, Roger Corman.
Director
We're going back to Roger.
Adam Simon.
Director Adam Simon.
He made Brain Dead. That's actually kind of neat. Gonna add that one on my watch list too. But yo, what up? Dinosaur movie, let's a go. Only $40 to get a used DVD copy of it.
Wow. All right, you always want the physical copies of every movie we do.
Well, I kind of can't because, rent and bills. But if
Oh,
it's
true.
cheap, I can. Not connoisseur. Oh, well, it's probably on, like, if it's a Roger Corman
It's
movie,
on YouTube.
it's probably on YouTube. But
Yeah,
now
it's
that,
on the YouTubes.
it's actually interesting that you're recommending a dinosaur movie
Double
because
Dino?
well, because you remember when I recommended uh, Jason Goes to Hell, because I was just like, oh, I
Yes.
took a franchise and then I figured out what the worst movie is, and then I recommend that. Well, I decided I'm gonna do this one. It's from a dinosaur series. I bet you know which one I'm doing. That's right, we're doing 2007's The Land Before Time 13, The Wisdom of Friends.
Holy shit. I don't even remember the last time I watched A Land Before Time.
Well, I watched Land Before Time, like the first one, like last month, and it was just like, oh, there's like apparently 14 Land Before Time movies. I'm not gonna watch any of the other ones. Well, no, I might watch the one with the baby T Rexes because I remember liking those ones as a kid. But
Hmm.
yeah, apparently number 13 is like the worst one. Incidentally,
Number
connecting with
13.
the Friday the 13th, the 13th movie recommended on Friday
On
the
Friday the
13th.
13th?
And it
Oh
happens
my
that
god.
this fucking gimmick of picking the worst film in a series to recommend follows the gimmick of the first time I did it with the Friday the 13th series. What the fuck?
Damn.
Damn! Pretty wild, I do say so myself. I should actually watch one of the Friday the 13th movies because it's Friday the 13th. Like, I've already seen the first one, I've seen the third one, and I've seen Goes to Hell, and I've seen the remake, so I might as well just go to two.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which ones I've seen because I've seen the OG. I've seen, I think, No, I haven't. Maybe I did see part two, but I have seen Freddy versus Jason. That was kind of goofy. Nope, I have seen Friday the 13th part two.
Nice. But so, if you don't want to be spoiled for Connoisseur or The Land Before Time 13, The Wisdom of Friends, how about checking those movies in advance? And also, how about you like and subscribe as well? Because why not? And also ask us question too while you're at it. And, you all have a good day and a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius. Happy
Happy,
Abduction.
happy Turkish Star Wars. Happy
Happy
man who
Taylor
saved the world.
Lautner.
Happy fucking Star Wars. Happy Indiana Jones. Happy bum ba ba bum bum ba bum bum ba ba
Bum ba da
bum bum
bum
ba
bum ba
bum
dum
bum
bum
bum. Great
bum ba da
adventure,
bum.
kicking ass. There's the Nazis and bad guys and other stuff, and then we save the day. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.